Hello, class. Good morning to everyone. Hi, Deepak. How are you? Unmute yourself, Deepak. Are you okay, Deepak?
Yes, sir.
So, are you taking medicine and
Yes,
all
sir.
जो भी steams है वगैरह वगैरह जो भी
Yes,
है?
sir. I called my family doctor and he has given a prescription which I gave to my friend, and she got all the necessary medicines from the pharmacy. And
Very
now I
good.
have isolated myself into a 14-day.
That's very good. Very good. Yeah, you must do. You must do. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Today we'll start a new theme, that is, panchayats, and we will continue 3 days at least on this Panchayati Raj, because this local government is very important. हर साल सवाल आते हैं इससे, ठीक है, लोकल गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर. तो हम लोग 3 दिन कम से कम इसको रखेंगे, 3 दिन के लिए. 3 दिन इसको बड़ी डिटेल्स में पढ़ेंगे. डिटेल्स में पढ़ने से पहले जो सवाल कल छूट गया था, कुछ डेली कुछ सवाल हम करेंगे. राइट, नाउ you just answer it. Hi Priya, hello Prince, hello Chaitanya, how are you? All are well. And Priya, वो जो हमारा कल जो क्वेश्चन था, for the CAG, no, for PSC, Public Account Committee, right? So Public Account Committee, do the scrutiny of the CAG report, but that report is laid down by the President of India in the Parliament.
So it was correct that Public Account Committee, the recommendation means it is.
Sorry?
Like the statement that was, the President lays the report of the Public Account Committee, so it was correct.
It was correct, yeah. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, all options were correct. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, just do it. The Vice President of India. Read the question very carefully and then please answer. Now Deepak had changed his position. Earlier he was with A, now he is with D. Prince, do you want to reconsider? Prince and Chaitanya. Yeah, Prince.
सर नन ऑफ द अबव. सर मेरे को ना वो पार्लियामेंट वर्ड याद रह गया, आपने लिखाया था ना इलेक्शन इलेक्टोरल कॉलेज ऑफ वीपी, उसमें और मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट लिखवाए थे ना, तो और उसमें भी इलेक्शन तो होती है ना, सेम होता है जैसे प्रेसिडेंट का होता है वैसे ही होता है वाइस प्रेसिडेंट का.
राइट, तो आंसर दीजिए. Yes, the 11th CA changed the joint sitting. Arinjay, hello Arinjay, how are you? Answer this question. So none of the above. एज कितना चाहिए वाइस प्रेसिडेंट के लिए? ज्वाइंट सीटिंग नहीं होता है, ज्वाइंट सीटिंग नहीं होता है बिकॉज ऑफ the 11th amendment, constitutional amendment, changed the procedure, and electoral the vice president is being elected by the electoral college. So ये ऑप्शंस गलत है, यहाँ पे 35 years एज होगा, ये गलत है. And he gets salary as a not as a vice president of India. How does he get salary? Yes, as an ex officio of the chair, of the Rajya Sabha. Yeah, exactly. So D is correct answer. Now do this. Which one of the following is not correct about the Vice President of India? Do this question. Prince Deepak. आप भी आंसर दे. Yeah. So not correct. Yeah. So he gets salary as a ex officio of the RS, not as a member of the RS. Now the next question. With reference to the Prime Minister of India, consider the following statements. He is part of the kitchen cabinet. He is head of the Council of Ministers. He serves as a head of the government. Yes. So earlier there was a confusion. Now everyone has agreed that the third, all three statements are correct, right? So he's a part of kitchen cabinet, and he's a part of Council of Ministers, and he also serves as a head of the government. So D is the correct answer. Now the next question is this. प्रिया क्या हुआ, सवाल समझ में नहीं आया. Why the government of Indian system is called parliamentary system? Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm saying that D is the answer.
So आपने बस question mark दिया है. See.
So I said D first and then
Yes.
after question mark.
Okay. So D. Okay. So D is the answer. Yeah, exactly. D is the answer. So all are agreed on D. Yeah. Because the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister is collectively responsible to the lower house. That means the Lok Sabha. Okay. Now, make it. बनाइए इसको। आप लोग के पास पीपीटी पहुंच गया था कल का? Arinjay, Chaitanya, Deepak, Prince, Priya, you all have received the PPT of yesterday? No? Okay. I'll send you today by mail. Actually मैंने भेज दिया था, बट कोई बात नहीं। क्वेश्चन नहीं थे, पहले क्वेश्चन कर लेते 3-4 दिन, उसमें बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन हैं, उसी से वहीं से मैंने उठा के यहाँ पे लाया है कुछ क्वेश्चन, क्योंकि कल टाइम का स्कार्स हो गया था। और डेली हम क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, 10-10 क्वेश्चन तो जरूर करेंगे, 7-8 क्वेश्चन एवरी डे। इसको आंसर कीजिए आप लोग। Has everyone answered? Okay. Okay, let's see. So, Deepak, the Prime Minister is the bridge between the President of India and the Council of Ministers. Right? No problem. It's okay. So, only B is the correct answer. Now, do this. I think this is the last one. No, one more is there. Yeah, so B is correct answer. All are agreed? The Council of Ministers are headed by the Prime Minister. Yes, PM, not the President. Now do it. Then we will start Panchayati Raj. Not correct. Which one of the following statements is not correct about the Council of Ministers?
Yes, sir, it should be B, because minister hold the office during the pleasure of prime minister, means जब तक prime minister हैं तब तक वो हैं.
ये तो correct है ना, not correct प्रिया. ये क्वेश्चन पूछा है not correct. You're right from your perspective. Totally agree with you. Question, read the question. Arinjay answered. Deepak Hajimatar. Okay. So see, right. So these all are correct statement, except C. Only members of the parliament can become a minister. No, anyone can become a minister, right? And in the next 6 months, he has to, he has to become manager of the house. Otherwise, his office will be seized. पंचायत. हाँ बोलिए.
सर अभी आपने क्या बोला था, आपकी आवाज मतलब कट रही थी बीच में. अभी आपने क्या कहा था, 6 महीने के बाद उसको क्या करना पड़ेगा?
हाँ, मेरी आवाज पहुंच रही?
हाँ जी आ रही है.
एक्चुअली कोई भी आप भी मिनिस्टर बन सकते, कोई भी मिनिस्टर बन सकता है 6 महीने तक. 6 महीने के अंदर उनको किसी भी हाउस का, आइदर लोअर हाउस का या अपर हाउस का मेंबरशिप लेना पड़ेगा. अदरवाइज उनका ऑफिस सीज हो जाएगा, मतलब वो बाद में फिर से मिनिस्टर नहीं रह सकते. ठीक है प्रिंस?
मतलब सर इलेक्शन, मतलब जैसे एमपी का और राज्यसभा का जो इलेक्शन होता है वो सब करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, चाहे वो राज्यसभा का मेंबर बन जाए, चाहे वो लोकसभा का मेंबर बन जाए. सेंटर में मतलब सेंटर के अगर मिनिस्टर सेंटर में है तो आइदर हाउस क्या है, लोकसभा पार्लियामेंट का हाउस 2 ही है, राज्यसभा लोकसभा, राइट? लाइक मनमोहन सिंह, इवन द जयशंकर.
सर जयशंकर
इज नॉट बीइंग इलेक्टेड. हाँ, तो उसको बनना पड़ेगा. ही इज एक्सटर्नल अफेयर मिनिस्टर. बन गए क्या?
वो तो आईएफएस है ना?
आईएफएस है, यस.
अब लेकिन अब उनको भी मतलब मेंबरशिप लेने के लिए, जैसे अगर वो लोकसभा में होते हैं तो फिर उनको एमपी, जैसे एमपी का इलेक्शन होता है वैसे उनके लिए भी एक सीट अलॉट की जाएगी.
एग्जैक्टली. वो एमपी बनेंगे, चाहे वो किसी भी चाहे राज्यसभा के मेंबर बनेंगे या लोकसभा का मेंबर बनेंगे, कहीं का मेंबर उनको बनना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो वो एक्सटर्नल अफेयर मिनिस्टर नहीं रह पाएंगे.
अच्छा सर, ये कंपलसरी नहीं है कि लोकसभा के मेंबर मिनिस्टर बनेंगे, राज्यसभा के भी बन सकते हैं?
हाँ, कोई भी राज्यसभा का भी मेंबर बन सकते. मनमोहन सिंह की जो प्रिया ने एग्जांपल दिया है, मनमोहन सिंह चीफ मिनिस्टर, सॉरी प्राइम मिनिस्टर थे.
यस सर.
सॉरी
सर, मैं कह रहा हूँ राज्यसभा में एजेड लोग होते हैं.
आपने, यस, एजेड लोग होते हैं ऑफ कोर्स. जो लोग रिटायर्ड करते रहते हैं वो लोग राज्यसभा जाते हैं, लोकसभा में यंग लोग जाते हैं, राइट? अभी आपने उनका नाम सुना होगा, क्या नाम है, शर्मा, कांग्रेस में थे, वो कभी भी लोकसभा मेंबर इलेक्शन नहीं ले रहे. इवन ये रविशंकर प्रसाद, आपने नाम सुना है रविशंकर प्रसाद का? अभी इस बार उन्होंने इलेक्शन लड़ा है, रविशंकर प्रसाद. 70th इलेक्शन, उससे पहले कभी इलेक्शन नहीं लड़े और हमेशा ये रहे, मिनिस्टर रहे. उसका आनंद शर्मा, कांग्रेस में यूपीए 1 यूपीए 2 के टाइम पे आनंद शर्मा राज्यसभा के मेंबर थे, मिनिस्टर थे. एनीवे, so am I audible to everyone? I hope I am audible.
सर
हाँ बोलिए.
सर, अब जब इतना आगे बढ़ ही चुके हैं तो एक छोटा सा डाउट और क्लियर कर दीजिए.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
जैसे आपने हमें बताया था कि 1/3 मेंबर राज्यसभा से ना, मतलब हर 2 साल में बताया था, 1 साल में बताया था,
रिटायर होता है, हर 2 साल.
हर साल रिटायर होता है. हाँ जी. तो उसके बाद जब वो रिटायर हो जाएगा, उसके बाद भी वो मिनिस्टर रहेगा?
नहीं, उसके बाद वो मिनिस्टर नहीं रहेगा. मेंबरशिप खत्म होने के बाद वो मेंबर नहीं रहेगा. अगर मान लीजिए कि आपको दिया गया है मिनिस्टरशिप, राइट, और आप राज्यसभा के मेंबर हैं, आप रिटायर कर गए, तो मेंबरशिप आपकी खत्म हो गई, लेकिन 6 महीने तक आप मिनिस्टर रह सकते हैं. 6 महीने के अंदर अंदर आपको फिर से दोबारा मेंबरशिप लेनी पड़ेगी, चाहे राज्यसभा का चाहे लोकसभा का।
ठीक है।
ठीक है, ओके। नाउ हम लोग क्वेश्चन करने जा रहे हैं मिनिस्ट्री, पंचायती राज, लोकल गवर्नमेंट। सो लोकल गवर्नमेंट क्या है कि बेसिकली हमारे कंट्री में 3 टायर्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट है, 3 टायर्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट। द फर्स्ट टायर is central government, right? Second tier is state government. State government. And third tier of government, that is called local government. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट या यूनियन गवर्नमेंट जो भी बोले आप, and third tier is local government. In the third tier of government, there are Panchayati Raj and municipalities, and there are also that's called autonomous councils, अलग अलग राज्यों में, स्पेशली नॉर्थ ईस्ट स्टेट में। और जो 2 मेजर लोकल गवर्नमेंट है वो एक है पंचायती राज एंड दूसरा है लोकल गवर्नमेंट, दैट इज कॉल्ड म्युनिसिपैलिटी। म्युनिसिपैलिटी ये रूरल एरिया में है और ये अर्बन एरिया में है। म्युनिसिपैलिटीज और पंचायती राज है रूरल एरिया में इन द फॉर्म ऑफ लोकल गवर्नमेंट, राइट? एंड विद इन पंचायती राज, सो दिस जो इंडिया का फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर है उसमें 3 टायर ऑफ गवर्नमेंट है। एक है यूनियन गवर्नमेंट, उसके नीचे स्टेट गवर्नमेंट और उसके नीचे लोकल गवर्नमेंट, और वो है पंचायती राज और म्युनिसिपैलिटी। पंचायती राज में 3 लेयर्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट है। जिला पंचायत एट डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल, अभी लिखिए मत, कुछ भी मत लिखिए। एट डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल, ब्लॉक पंचायत और तालुका पंचायत एट ब्लॉक लेवल, and village panchayat at village level, right? Municipal corporation in big city, जो बड़े सिटी हैं वहां पर म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन है, एंड म्युनिसिपल काउंसिल स्मॉल सिटी, और जो एक एरिया होता है जो इट्स नॉट कॉल्ड सिटी और नॉट कॉल्ड गांव, ना हम उसको गांव कह सकते हैं ना हम सिटी कह सकते हैं, राइट? दैट इज ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग एरिया फ्रॉम विलेज टू सिटी। वहां पर कुछ दुकान भी होगा, वहां ऑफिस भी होगा, लेकिन वहां एग्रीकल्चर भी होगा, राइट? और स्टैट्यूटरी टाउन, या स्टैट्यूटरी टाउन, यस स्टैट्यूटरी टाउन कह सकते हैं। देयर आर स्टैट्यूटरी टाउन्स। वहां पर क्या होता है उसको कहते हैं रुर्बन। रुर्बन एरिया मीन्स इट इज ऑल्सो रूरल और इट इज ऑल्सो अर्बन। इट इज an area where transformation is going on, right? वहां पर पंचायत होता है। We will discuss everything in detail, but this was the introduction. Let's see, ये बता दिया हूं little bit historical background of the Panchayati Raj in India. So if you look at the Indian history, the village has been a unit of administration. Unit of administration. If you look at the history of India, don't write. नहीं है सारा पीपीटी में लिखने की जरूरत नहीं, थोड़ा थोड़ा अगर मेन पॉइंट लिख लीजिए, अदरवाइज अभी कोई जरूरत नहीं है. जब चैलेंजेस आएंगे बहुत सारा चीज बताऊंगा, उसमें अगर जरूरत पड़ा तो आप लिख लीजिएगा. So village as a unit of administration. So if you look at the Vedic period, right? There were Sabha and Samiti. Village के अंदर सभा और समिति हुआ करता था. सभा और समिति, right? They were in the form of local government, right? And they performed all political, administrative and judicial functions. So if you look at the history in the Kusana regime, right, there were institution called Gramika that was in Mathura region. In the southern India, there was a Chola and there was a Chola Empire and Pallava Empire. In that period, in southern India, it was a heyday for the local government in India, right? So Chola kingdom में village जो council था, right? They used to administer the village. They used to collect revenue, right? They used to look at the local affair, right? And that continued in the Mughal Empire also. If you look at the A.L. Basham, the wonder that was India, and he said about that in ancient India there was a panchayat, where the 5 people used to govern, and this position was hereditary. But he mentioned that position was hereditary, not elected. Yes, Priya and Deepak, do you want to say anything? Deepak is from history. He can comment on it. क्या है Ashtapradhana? Ashtapradhana, I don't know about this, but there was a Janpada, right? In Bihar, there was a Gram Janpada. Gramika in Mathura region, yes.
So that A.L. Basham's account about this existence of this pancha or the panchayat system that has been contested as the idea of anachronism in history.
Exactly.
It's like saying we have republic in India. We had, because what we understand as today as republic and that time what it was is completely different. So on that account, it is contested.
Agree with you, the anachronism. Yes, we can. But you see, the R.S. Agrawal, R.S.
Sharma.
Yes, R.S. Sharma wrote a book that is called Political Institution in Ancient India. Must be aware of that.
Yeah,
or A.S. Alltaker.
Political institutions in ancient India. Yes, I do have that. Yeah.
And A.S. Alltaker, must have heard of it.
Yeah.
A.S. Alltaker also suggests that there was a administration. Village was a unit of administration in India. There was Sabha and Samiti, right? There was a kind of village administration. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I'm not refuting what Dr. A.L. Basham or R. Sharma, they have said it. I'm just stating that the analysis which has been made right now is that, yes, there was a village administration and it was also possibly much more free and autonomous than what it is now today. However, the structure and the function...
free autonomous, yes.
Yeah. However, the structure, functioning and the composition of what we understand today as Panchayat and that time was different. That's what, nothing else.
Completely different. It was completely different.
Yes, sir.
It was completely different. I don't dispute into that. You know, my point of submission is that village was a unit of administration in ancient India. Right. Also suggested by A.L. Basam, R. Sharma, and A.S. Oltaker. Right. And one more, author, that his name is, I'm forgetting his name, right? Anyway. But that, continued in the Mughal period also, right? But the modern structure of the local self-government, Didi Kosambi. I have not read Didi Kosambi. क्या कहते हैं Didi Kosambi? I have not read him. Yes. Deepak, what did he say about
So he's also a medieval and ancient historian. Sorry, early
Yeah, I
Indian
know.
historian. And he propounds his idea of the positivism, and where he used to look at things through that lenses in the early India and the medieval period. So he also gave certain accounts about the political and the administrative setup of India during the medieval times and early Indian times.
Okay.
So I thought that the scholar which you might have forgotten that name was Didi.
No. He was A.R. Arenkar. Some Arenkar. He was South Indian scholar. I'm forgetting. We'll tell you tomorrow. Not Didi Kosambi. So the modern structure, local self-government was brought by the British, the East India Company. Local self-government that we know actually. Right? It was brought by British East India Company. इसमें बहुत कुछ लिखा हुआ है, इतना नहीं लिखना है आपको, बस important point आपको लिख लेना है, right? So British East India Company introduced municipal government, right, in urban area, and the first municipal government was established in Madras in 1687, right? And similarly, the other municipal corporation was established in Bombay and Calcutta, right, in 1726. Am I making sense? Some? Arinja, Chaitanya, Deepak, Prince, Priya? Okay. So, during the British period, there were many resolutions on the local government, and the most important was the Ripon. But apart from Ripon, Lord Mayo government also introduced local government, and the Ripon is known as the father of local government in India. Father of local government in India. He advocated for local self-government for three purposes. One is administrative efficiency, second is political education, and third is human development. Right? Again, Deepak, you will put this human development as an anachronism using this. Again, this is a concept of 1990, right? But it is quoted by I have just quoted it. This was said by क्या नाम है यार इसका? Peter Ronaldo Souza. Ronald de Souza. Right. So at least administrative efficiency we can consider. Ripon, introduced local self-government, and after Ripon there was so much. Lytton also was very instrumental in introducing local self-government. Then resolution on local self-government के बाद जो आया वो था Royal Commission on Decentralization 1907 में, report of Montague and Chelmsford on constitutional reform 1918 में, ये सब बात करते हैं किसके लिए? लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट के लिए. Now come to the how idea was debated between Gandhi and Ambedkar in colonial India. For Gandhi, Gandhi was strong supporter of local self-government, yani Panchayat, and he was in support of village Swaraj. You must have heard of village Swaraj, village republic, right? And Gandhi used to say, just to listen, Gandhi used to say that if India, to attain true freedom, people have to live in village, not in town, in hearts, not in palace, right? So it has been noted that the village for Gandhi was a unit of social organization, right? And its panchayat and its cottage industries would provide government and consumer goods, farm, food, right? So resting on this, village would be a stateless, a classless society where prime minister and government would be unnecessary, right? So Gandhi was a staunch advocate of, I'm coming to Article 40, a staunch advocate of decentralization, right? What he said, मैं हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों या इंग्लिश की इंग्लिश करूं तो चलेगा, बिकॉज जब हिंदी बोलने लग गया तो मुझे इंग्लिश में थोड़ा सा स्विच करने में, इज इट फाइन इफ आई जस्ट स्पीक इंग्लिश? नो प्रॉब्लम. आई थिंक गांधी ने कहा कि चलिए दोनों करते. गांधी ने कहा कि अगर भारत को स्वतंत्र, सही में स्वतंत्रता पाना है तो उनको गांव में रहना चाहिए, ना कि टाउन में. उनको झोपड़ी में रहना चाहिए, ना कि महल में, राइट? और गांधी के लिए जो विलेज था एक सोशल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का पर्टिकुलर यूनिट, जो पंचायत होगा वो सरकार होगी, और जो कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री होगा और वो कंज्यूमर गुड्स प्रोड्यूस करेगा, जो एग्रीकल्चर होगा वो फूड प्रोवाइड करेगा. और इस तरह से जो भारत का गांव होगा वो स्टेटलेस होगा, जहां पर कोई स्टेट नहीं होगी, जहां पर कोई क्लास नहीं होगा. गांधी वाज अगेंस्ट ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन, जहां पर प्राइम मिनिस्टर और गवर्नमेंट की कोई जरूरत नहीं होगी. बट ही सेड दैट माय आइडिया ऑफ विलेज स्वराज, जो मेरा ग्राम स्वराज का आइडिया है, रिपब्लिक का आइडिया है, इट इज अ कंप्लीट रिपब्लिक, राइट? डिपेंडेंट ऑफ इट्स नेबर फॉर इट्स वांट्स. जो एक विलेज है वो एक इंडिपेंडेंट रिपब्लिक है, वो छोटे छोटे वांट्स के लिए अदर विलेज पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं है, राइट? विलेज क्या करेगी? विलेज, हर विलेज में थिएटर होगा, हर विलेज में स्कूल होगा, हर विलेज में पब्लिक हॉल होगा, हर विलेज अपना इकोनॉमी होगी विलेज की, एंड दैट इकोनॉमी वुड बी सेल्फ सफिशिएंट इकोनॉमी, राइट? उनका कैटल ग्राउंड होगा, कैटल को खिलाने के लिए प्ले ग्राउंड होगा, बच्चों को खेलने और पढ़ने के लिए विलेज थिएटर होगा, रिक्रिएशन के लिए, राइट? जहां पर कंपल्सरी एजुकेशन होगा, प्राइमरी एजुकेशन, राइट? And there will be no caste such we have today. Mind it, he said there will be no caste such we have today, with their graded untouchability. Non-violence and with its technique of satyagraha and non-cooperation will be the sanction of the village community. This is Gandhi writing, I'm just quoted. Again, completely Gandhi writing. The government of village will be conducted by panchayat of 5 persons annually elected by adult villagers, male and female, possessing minimum prescribed qualification. Mind it, he's saying adult villagers, male and female, possessing minimum prescribed qualifications. These will have all authority and jurisdiction required. Since there will be no system of punishment in accepted sense, this panchayat will be legislature, executive and judiciary in combined, right? And all village can be a republic without much interference. Did I make sense? He is talking about a complete village Swaraj, right? A complete self-sufficient village, politically also and economically also. So for politically, panchayat is necessary. For economy, cottage industry, small scale industry, farm, right? That will provide all the necessary things within the village, right? And this will have everything. This village will have education, educational institution, health system, you know, recreation theater, right? Water tank supply, सारा कुछ ये विलेज होगा, विलेज के पास होगा. और विलेज सत्याग्रह और नॉन कोऑपरेशन के ऊपर, अहिंसा के ऊपर ये विलेज स्टैब्लिश होगा, जहां पर यू नो 5 लोग, जो पंच है वो राज करेगा और ये पंच चुना हुआ होगा, इलेक्टेड होगा मैन और वुमेन के द्वारा, जिनके पास एक मिनिमम क्वालिफिकेशन भी होगा, राइट? और ये पंचायत लेजिस्लेटिव, लेजिस्लेचर, जुडिशरी और एग्जीक्यूटिव तीनों के रूप में काम करेगी. और हर विलेज बिना इंटरफेयर के एक इंडिपेंडेंट रूप से अपने आप काम करेगी. दैट वाज द गांधी आइडिया. क्लियर? एनी डाउट? प्रिया, प्रिंस, दीपक, चैतन्य, अरिंजय, दैट वाज द गांधी आइडिया. Unmute yourself and then we can discuss if you have any doubt, right? जब significance of panchayat पूछेगा, you can quote Gandhi, but you can also criticize. जब अंबेडकर को आप सुनेंगे तो अंबेडकर has different point of view. Priya, clear? Deepak, Arinjay, okay. So, but he said, you know, such village will be, you know, independent, but yet they will be interdependent. A village will be independent yet interdependent. For what? You know, for no certain minimum required thing, right? So this village will be ever widening, never ascending circles, right? And life will not be a pyramid. इस विलेज में लाइफ ऐसा नहीं होगा कि पिरामिड की तरह होगा. No. Life will not be like a pyramid, right? Where the apex sustained by the bottom. He is talking about inequality, right? And but it will be a like oceanic circle whose center will be individual and always ready for to perish for the village, like this. आपने कभी पानी में पत्थर मारा है? राइट? बहुत बार ना. तो वो किस तरह से जब पानी में पत्थर गिरता है, and then it creates wave, right? And it goes far away, right? So a life will be like horizontal, right? A village, you know, an individual would be ready to perish for a village, and one village would be ready to perish for other village, you know, and that will continue for the entire circle, right? And that will continue till the, you know, the whole becomes one life composed of individuals, never aggressive in their arrogance, but never humble, sharing the majesty of their oceanic circle, of which they are integral units. right? So he's talking about the power structure here and equality, right? So power structure will be like horizontal, right? कभी कभी सवाल आता है, what do you mean by Gandhian oceanic circle? आता है क्या? जीएस में आता है? Are you aware of that? Okay, that was the Gandhian idea, and Gandhi said that कि मैं जानता हूं कि जो कांग्रेस के लोग हैं ना, वो नहीं चाहते हैं कि डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन हो, राइट? डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन हो, पंचायत हो, राइट? और वो मैं जानता हूं कि वो लोग नहीं चाहते हैं कि वो नॉन वायलेंस और चरखा पे नहीं चलने वाले, राइट? डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन को नहीं मानने वाले। इसके विपरीत मैं मानता हूं कि कांग्रेस के लोग चाहते हैं इंडिया को पावर बनाया जाए, राइट? जहां पर स्ट्रॉन्ग सेंटर हो और सारा स्ट्रक्चर उस स्ट्रॉन्ग सेंटर के इर्द गिर्द घूमता हो, राइट? और गांधी के इस आइडिया को उनके फॉलोअर ने लिया, जिसका नाम था श्रीमन नारायण अग्रवाल, राइट? एंड श्रीमन अग्रवाल ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज कॉल्ड Gandhian Constitution. Have you heard of it? Shriman Narayan Agrawal. He was a Gandhian fellow and he drafted a constitution. He, along with many persons, drafted a constitution called Gandhian Constitution for India. Right? He applied the Gandhian principle of non-violence. Yes, Gandhian plan. So इसी में Gandhian plan था. He was Gandhian, yes. What was his logic? That the violence leads to centralization or centralization lead to violence. 2017 में आया है ओशियानिक सर्कल, प्रिंस? Okay, very good, very good. So let clear it. आपको पता चला what is Gandhian oceanic circle? Priya, tell me what is Gandhian oceanic circle?
Sir, in this he meant that power should be equally divided between all portion of the society. Like
Right.
it should not be like a pyramidal structure in which the center will exercise all the power. Like
Yeah.
there should be a decentralization of power, or the principle of subsidiarity should be there.
Exactly, exactly. Right, very good, very good. So power should not be, hierarchical, right? Like paramedical, right? जहां पर जो ऊपर के लोग हैं वो नीचे के लोग को दम पे, मतलब नीचे के लोग को दबा के रखे, ऊपर के लोग एंजॉय करें. Gandhi criticized industrialization. Do you know why? Anyone? If you know Gandhi, Deepak, your supervisor is Gandhian. He wrote few books on Gandhi. Mute yourself. Yes.
Yes,
your supervisor. जो supervisor बनने वाले हैं आपके.
Dr. Faisal Dev जी.
Yeah, Faisal Dev. ये बुक का उनका जो काम है बहुत अच्छा है गांधी के ऊपर.
Okay, sir, I have read his books.
You must be there.
Yeah, I am because when I talked to him, means so उनका उसमें आया था published works में, but उन्होंने works most मतलब कुछ यूपी के संदर्भ में भी किया है.
यूपी के?
Actually उन्होंने वो इंडिपेंडेंट इंडिया और उससे और द स्ट्रगल ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस के टाइम पे जो उन्होंने आइडियाज सर्कुलेट होते थे सोसाइटी में एंड हाउ इट अफेक्टेड उसके ऊपर. So I read that one. But why he was against industrialization could be that there is a reckless profit making of the people, and that wealth is concentrated only in the hands of the few people and not equally distributed among the masses of the society.
Right. So one is inequality, right? So industrialization gives, produces inequality. That is the one reason. Gandhi, Hazel Dev का काम गांधी के ऊपर बहुत अच्छा है. Deepak, I have not read it, but I know his writing. I'm aware of his academic work, not fully but partially. Yes, so Gandhi was against industrialization because he was against, उनका मानना था कि जो industrialization है, it gives inequality, it produces inequality. Very good, very good. और जो दूसरा है, it dehumanizes people. इंसान को इंसान नहीं रहने देता industrialization. And he was against of machine, heavy industrialization, right? He was not against machine per se, but he was against उस मशीन के खिलाफ थे जो भारत में काम का नहीं है. मान लीजिए हमारे घर में 50 लोग हैं काम करने के लिए, तो हमें जो घर में मान लीजिए गेहूं भी हो रहा है, तो हमें आटा मंगा के खाने की क्या जरूरत है? अच्छा है कि हम गेहूं को थोड़ा सा प्रोसेस कर लें और आटा बना के खाएं. बाहर से आटा मंगाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, राइट? सो ही वाज against of machine because we were, sufficient labor producing the state that time. Both labor. Anyway, so Prince Oceanic Circle पता चला क्या है? Okay. Deepak, I think Chaitanya, Arinjay, सबको पता चल गया? कोई भी confusion है तो बता दीजिए मुझे. I'll repeat it again. If you have any confusion, then I will move ahead. Okay. Okay. Arinjay, clear? Okay. Okay. So we were talking about Gandhi vision. श्रीमान नारायण अग्रवाल ने जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लिखा था, और श्रीमान नारायण अग्रवाल कहते थे कि the centralization leads to violence, but decentralization leads to non-violence, and that's why we need non-violent organization, and that is Panchayat. Granville Austin writes about this Sriman Narayan Agarwal draft constitution, and he said that Granville Austin writes, and I quote, in Agarwal's draft constitution, the primary political unit was the village panchayat, whose member would be elected by the adult of the village. The panchayat would control chowkidar, patidar, patwaris, police, schools. It would also assess and collect land revenue, supervise cooperative farming, irrigation and interest rate, as well as khadi and other village industry. Above the village panchayat come a hierarchy of indirectly elected body. So, for example, we have panchayat, and then panchayat के ऊपर indirectly होगा, इसके ऊपर भी कोई body होगा और उसके ऊपर भी कोई body होगा, और ऐसे तीनों स्तर पे body होगा. ऐसे नहीं कि अपर लेवल पे बॉडी नहीं होगा, होगा, लेकिन वो इनडायरेक्टली इलेक्टेड होगा, और जो मेजर होगा, मेजर रूल्स यहीं पे होगा, रूल बाय द पीपल. द मेजर पावर विल बी एट द हियर, नॉट एट हियर. राइट? सो फर्स्ट क्या, तालुका पंचायत के बाद तालुका पंचायत, उसका डिस्ट्रिक्ट पंचायत, उसका प्रोविंस पंचायत, उसके बाद सेंट्रल पंचायत. ये हायरार्की होगा, राइट? एंड मेंबर्स फ्रॉम ईच डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऐसे चुना जाएगा. डिस्ट्रिक्ट पंचायत के लिए डिस्ट्रिक्ट से, प्रोविंस पंचायत के लिए प्रोविंस से, और सेंट्रल पंचायत का सारे प्रोविंस से, राइट? उस तरह का स्ट्रक्चर होगा, राइट? And this panchayat, a national panchayat, upper layer pe, would be responsible for defense, currency, custom, running key industry, for national importance, provincial economic development plan. So all were इसमें लिखा हुआ है, आप आराम से इसको पढ़ लेना। तो गांधी का कहने का मतलब, जो ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन श्रीमन नारायण अग्रवाल ने जो बनाया था, उनका कहना था कि पंचायत होगा और पंचायत सारे काम धाम का देखरेख करेगी, राइट। ये सारे कंट्रोल भी करेगी, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन भी करेगी। पंचायत के ऊपर तालुका होगा, तालुका के ऊपर डिस्ट्रिक्ट पंचायत होगा, डिस्ट्रिक्ट के ऊपर प्रोविंस पंचायत होगा, प्रोविंस पंचायत के ऊपर नेशनल पंचायत होगा, राइट। इलेक्टेड केवल पंचायत लेवल पे होगा डायरेक्टली, उसके बाद इनडायरेक्टली इलेक्टेड होगा, राइट। और जो नेशनल पंचायत होगा वो की इंडस्ट्री देखेगी, की इश्यूज को देखेगा, लेकिन जो रियल पावर वेस्टेड होगा वो लोकल लेवल पे। नाउ कम टू द अंबेडकर, व्हाट अंबेडकर टॉक्स अबाउट। Ambedkar, he was a key architect and draft chairman of the draft committee of the Indian Constitution, very much critical of the Gandhian idea, right, and Gandhian idea of village republic. He discarded village as a unit of politics and decentralization. He strongly supported parliamentary democracy, जहां पर एक लेजिस्लेचर होगा जो देश के सारे लोगों का एक बिल को रिप्रेजेंट करेगी, राइट, और एक एग्जीक्यूटिव होगा जो लेजिस्लेचर के अधीन होगा, और इन दोनों को काम दाम को देखने के लिए एक जुडिशरी होगा, और तीनों के बीच में एक चेक एंड बैलेंस होगा। और he wanted to be a strong state in India, right, a very constitutional and parliamentary democracy. His unit of politics was individual, based on liberty, equality, and fraternity. That was Ambedkar idea, right? He said that village should not be unit of administration and politics. Individual should be a unit, right? And what he said in the Constituent Assembly, let me quote him. Ambedkar said in the Constituent Assembly that he said, and I quote, "It is said that the new constitution should have been drafted on the ancient Hindu model of state, and that instead of incorporating Western theories of new constitution should have been raised and built upon village panchayat and district panchayat. They just want India to contain so many village governments. The love of the intellectual Indian for the village community is, of course, infinite, if not pathetic. I hold that village republic have been the reunion of India. I am therefore surprised that those who condemned provincialism and communalism should come forward as champions of village. What is village? It is a sink of localism, den of ignorance, narrow-mindedness, and communalism. I am glad that draft constitution has discarded village and adopted the individual as its unit." So he was criticizing a village panchayat, right? And he said that कि कैसे हम लोग वेस्टर्न जो आइडिया है एक डेमोक्रेसी का, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पार्लियामेंट्री डेमोक्रेसी को, उसको छोड़ करके विलेज पंचायत और डिस्ट्रिक्ट पंचायत को अपनाएंगे, राइट? यहाँ पर लोगों को मैं देख रहा हूँ, बहुत सारे गांधीयंस हैं, इंक्लूडिंग जो हमारे चीफ थे कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली के, राजेंद्र प्रसाद, वो भी, उन्होंने भी कहा कि पंचायत होना चाहिए, गांव स्ट्रक्चर होना चाहिए विलेज पॉलिटिक्स का, इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स का। उन्होंने कहा कि ये जो लव, जो इंटेलेक्चुअल है हमारे यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, ये विलेज के लिए जो उनका लव है, ये अगर इनफाइनाइट नहीं, इट इज ऑफ कोर्स इनफाइनाइट, नॉट पैथेटिक, राइट? और मैं मानता हूं कि जो विलेज रिपब्लिक है, ये इंडिया को खत्म करने का सबसे बड़ा केंद्र है, द यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया। I am therefore, मैं देख रहा हूं कि जो लोग प्रोविंशियलिज्म को, जो लोग कम्युनलिज्म को क्रिटिसाइज करते थे, आज विलेज रिपब्लिक के लिए खड़े हो गए हैं, राइट? एंड व्हाट इज दैट विलेज रिपब्लिक? ही सेड it is a sink of localism, it is a den of ignorance, it is a narrow-mindedness, and it is a communalism. Why it is so? Why Ambedkar reduced village into caste? Yeah, Arinjay, Chaitanya, Deepak, Prince, Priya. That's my question. I'm just questioning Ambedkar here. Anyone, just unmute yourself and then speak. Yes, Arinjay, can I hear you?
So,
Yeah.
could you repeat the question, sir? I didn't get it.
Why, how, Ambedkar reduced village, how he portrayed village as a, sink of localism, communalism, and ignorance, narrow-mindedness. Village is a den of ignorance. Village is, narrow-mindedness. It is true that village is, communalism. Why he is saying so?
He is speaking from his perspective.
Your voice is very low. Please, can you?
Am I clear now, sir?
Yeah. Now you're clear. Yes.
I think Ambedkar is speaking from his perspective based on his experiences in
Yeah.
rural life. He has
Right.
also, lived through it, and he has seen the things that he talks about,
Yeah.
expressing
Yeah.
the on-ground realities of that time.
Hmm.
To a certain extent, even exist today.
Yeah, exactly.
But
We can't deny that.
But they're not limited to villages. The same thing you can find in your cities and your towns.
Right.
That is.
So
not
village is
restricted
hub
to-
of. I think village is hub of that.
So the society is the hub of all that. It encompasses all those traits, not just the negative ones, but also the positive ones. You'll find people, they tend to do things beyond their capacity sometimes to aid in a situation when they feel that the situation is dire and requires, their support. At times they come forward, some of them at least, and they put aside their narrow-mindedness, their ignorance of the situation, and they come forward in support of the larger community. But yes,
Right.
these problems, they do exist even today, and that should be incorporated into the idea of the governance at that level, because this is going to exist. And,
But apart from this caste, apart from this caste, there are so much things in village also. Good thing in the villages also. If you just minus the caste, village minus caste is equal to. Do you think there is something in the village? Yeah, Chaitanya, just stop. You just stop. Now let me give. जी बताएं.
यस सर, मतलब सर ये सब सही है, नैरो माइंडेडनेस है उधर विलेज एरियाज में, और सर एक टाइप की अच्छी बात भी है, क्योंकि सर विलेज के लोग ज्यादातर मतलब जो भी झगड़ा वगैरह होता है वो उधर ही सॉल्व होता है. लाइक विलेज पंचायत की जो सभा ली जाती है, या मतलब जो उधर एक हेड होता है और उसके पास जाते हैं, मतलब कि और उधर ही सॉल्व होता है. कोर्ट के पास ज्यादातर कोई नहीं जाता, इसलिए वो मतलब अच्छी बात है. और सर ये भी है कि डिसएडवांटेज की सर अपने अपने कम्युनिटी को ही वो प्रेफरेंस देते हैं. मतलब सर थोड़ा तो इग्नोरेंस रहता है कि उधर मतलब कि इक्वली ट्रीटमेंट और ऑल, इसके लिए सर ये मतलब रियलिटी है.
देयर इज इनइक्वालिटी तो है वहां पर. हाँ,
यस सर.
ओके, दीपक. Do you want to say any comment on it?
Sir, the points have already been covered by both of them. Means comment as in anything in specific?
What is the relevance of village? If from, if we take the Ambedkar as our founding father, and one lens that we can see village republic,
Yes, sir.
how can we explain significance of village republic?
So the villages are right now, their significance is much more realized than comparatively than cities when it comes to the idea of sustainable development.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So they are a sustaining unit, and
Yeah.
one of the boon which has resulted from the less penetration of the globalization is that they are still continuing to live in that subsistent and sustained manner as compared to the blind consumerism of the cities.
Exactly. So if you see the village practices in many various parts of India, have you seen how do they use water? बहुत कम वाटर में अपना काम चलाते हैं, बहुत कम वाटर में, अनलाइक सिटी में जहां पर हमने टैप खोल दिया और नहा रहे हैं, हाँ वो खोल दिया और बहा रहे हैं, सारी टंकियों जब भरती है ना, घर पे शहर में टंकियां जब भरती है तो टंकियां में ओवरफ्लो, यू कैन सी दैट कितना ओवरफ्लो होता रहता है. You can't see in the village. There is no tanki. Even in my village there is no tanki today. ठीक है, पहले तो तालाब से आया करता था, फिर कुआं आने लगा, उसके बाद चापाकल से लोग बाल्टी से पानी लाते हैं और बाल्टी में फिर मग्गा से लोग यूज करते हैं. Right. So there was a sustainable development point is very, very important, right? Yes, even this village republic is very important, because if you see the sustainable development goals, this village republic is very much significant today. So Prince, comment, any comment do you want? कुछ comment करेंगे?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Priya.
So like Chaitanya said, in case of any kind of lok adalat and the permanent lok adalat that is there, which in further reduce the burden of the judiciary, that is the Supreme Court and the High Court, as we saw the pendency of the cases in the Supreme Court and the High Court.
Exactly.
If that dispute solved at the grassroots level, then it will further reduce the burden of the judiciary. And also the Panchayat means they help the legislation portion also for implementing the policies that are formed by the legislature. And thereafter, the debate between Gandhiji and Ambedkar, we can say that Gandhiji said that local self-government means he wanted to he was of idea of the Ram Rajya or utopian goal, we can say. But in case of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he said that it is a epicenter of caste. So if village has that autonomy, according to his point of view, sir, because yes, sir, if the village has the autonomy, so the upper caste will rule the lower caste, and how that then how come the Ram Rajya? And because of the village, he means need a strong state should be there, according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, so that they can, like a strong center should be there who can run the village, so that there no kind of autonomy should not be there, sir. That was his idea.
Very good. Right. Okay. So Ambedkar was right when he talked about the nature of village, right? Caste is a very center of the village system, right? And all duty and rights, I should not use the rights word, all the duty and privileges were based on your birth, right? In the village area, in which layers of the society you took your birth, right? One criticism of this Ambedkar, India is not a homogeneous, right? For example, the village in Maharashtra is very much different from village in Bengal. Right? You see village in Bengal, the caste system rigid and it was very much atrocious. Right? If you see the Peshwa Road, right? Peshwa Road, it was atrocious. Right? Have you heard of annihilation of caste? It is a Gandhi Ambedkar writing, annihilation of caste. If you get the time, you read it some. Right? This is a very important writing. But if you see the village in eastern part of India like Bengal, it was not same that it was the village in Maharashtra. But he universalizes the caste system as it was in the Maharashtra, right? I'm not accepting that यहाँ पे graded inequality नहीं था, but जिस तरह का atrocities महाराष्ट्र में था, it was not, caste system was not so hatred relationship among the caste in West Bengal. It was comparatively much harmonical, much harmonical. Right? So if you see the Bengal where caste politics has, of course there is a, on the some subconscious level, conscious level पे उतना नहीं आता है. Right? So anyway, that is the Gandhi Ambedkar debate. Gandhi was in support of village Swaraj and Ambedkar was against of village Swaraj. He wanted a strong constitutional and parliamentary democracy जहां पर एक legislature होगा और वो legislature के अधीन एक executive होगा और इन दोनों को देखने के लिए एक judiciary होगा. Right? That was the idea of Ambedkar. Right? And importantly in this debate, Nehru was very silent. Right? He was very silent, mute a spectator. He was not supporting either, but by silence you also support. अगर आप चुप भी रहते हैं तो आप support करते रहते हैं. And he was supporting Ambedkar, and to break the impasse of this debate within the Constitutional Assembly, K. Santhanam proposed that कि एक ऐसा provision लाइए directive principle of the state policy में कि state shall take steps to organize village panchayat and endow them with such power and authority as may be necessary to enable them to function as a unit of self-government. So K. Santhanam के proposal को मान लिया गया और finally Constituent Assembly में directive principle का जो हमारा chapter है उसमें Article 40 डाला गया और Article 40 is organization of village panchayat, and Article 40 says that the state shall take steps to organize village panchayats and endow them with such powers and authority as may be necessary to enable them to function as a unit of self-government. So Article 40 of the DPSP talks about organization of village panchayat. अब हमारा संविधान बन चुका है. आर्टिकल 40 में विलेज पंचायत को लिखा जा चुका है. राइट? उसके बाद क्या होता है, संविधान बन गया, रिपब्लिक डे हो गया, इलेक्शन हुआ, प्रधानमंत्री बन गए. कौन? जवाहरलाल नेहरू. प्रधानमंत्री बनने के बाद नेहरू was very ambitious, Nehru was very ambitious about industry, about development, about equity. जो लोग डांटना चाहेंगे, जो लोग क्रिटिसाइज करेंगे, there is criticism, but जितना गाली नेहरू को दिया जाता है, नेहरू deserves more praises than criticism. I'm not saying he's not, criticism नहीं कर सकता, करिए जरूर, we should do it, right? But Nehru, he launched an ambitious policy. That policy was named as Community Development Program, right? And the Community Development Program was ambitious policies of Nehru to transform the Indian villages. That time, independence के बाद approximately 90% जो लोग थे गांव में रहते थे, right? उसके लाइफ को बदलाव करने के लिए, बदलने के लिए, क्योंकि पूरे इंटायर ब्रिटिश पीरियड में गांव को केवल लूटा गया, गांव को कुछ दिया नहीं गया, गांव को क्या किया गया, लूटा गया, दिया नहीं गया। नेहरू ने कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम गांव को बदलने के लिए चलाया, और ये इम्प्लीमेंटेशन इन्होंने किसके दम पे, ब्यूरोक्रेसी के थ्रू इसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया, राइट? बट दिस डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम फेल्ड बेसिकली, and due to failure of community development program, Planning Commission of India appointed a committee headed by Balwant Rai Mehta in 1957. The Balwant Rai Mehta committee advised the government to set up, village panchayat if development program were to be implemented effectively. The committee said that the development can be real when the community will participate. The community will take responsibility to implement it, and the community will keep eyes on local administration, right? And the basis of this, advice of Balwant Rai Mehta committee, 3 tiers of Panchayati Raj was implemented in rural India. Gram Panchayat at village level, the Panchayat Samiti at block level, and Jila Parishad at district level. The first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, inaugurated, 3 tier of Panchayat at Nagaur in Rajasthan on October 2. गांधी जयंती के दिन 1959 में जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने नागौर में, राजस्थान के नागौर में पंचायती राज का उद्घाटन किया, राइट? और इसी उद्घाटन के बाद आप देखेंगे कि एक पंचायती राज का एक एक्सपेंशन हुआ, राइट? इफ यू लुक एट द मिड 60s, देयर वर 60,000 विलेज पंचायत, 7,500 Panchayat Samiti, 330 Jila Parishad, that has been set up across the country, right? And during Nehru regime, Panchayati Raj witnessed growth and expansion of rural self-local government. I will stop here. I will not go beyond it. Tomorrow I'll proceed from the same point. If you have any query, अगर कोई क्वेरी है तो मुझे बताएं. प्रिया, प्रिंस, दीपक. Which development program has been initiated by Nehru? चैतन्य, तो कौन से प्रोग्राम नेहरू ने शुरुआत किया था गांव को बदलने के लिए? चैतन्य. Yes. CDP, Community Development Program, right? Who appointed this, Balwant Rai Mehta committee? Every year you will get question of Panchayati Raj. Every year. Who had appointed Panchayati Raj, Balwant Rai Mehta committee? Anyone, just unmute or you can write it on, right? Yes, Planning Commission, right? पंचायती राज को पहली बार कहां पर इंप्लीमेंट किया गया? यस, नागौर, राजस्थान, यस, कितने टायर में पंचायती राज को इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए कहा गया था, राइट? सो आई होप इट इज क्लियर. एनी कंफ्यूजन? Arinjay, Chaitanya, Deepak, Prince, Priya. Next 2-3 days we will continue on this Panchayati Raj. Right. So 73rd, 74th भी करेंगे, पैसा भी करेंगे, Forest Right Act भी करेंगे, Women भी करेंगे, दलित भी करेंगे, NGOs, CBO, Civil Society, current जो status है वो भी करेंगे. बहुत बहुत करना है. 3 tiers, right? 3 tiers. So I'm stopping now. Any question if you want to ask? Arinjay, Chaitanya, Deepak. Chaitanya, clear? Okay, okay, that's good, that's good. Then I'm stopping now today. We will see you tomorrow. Most welcome, everyone. See you tomorrow.